And, of course, one of the big topics of conversation, Carolina's win on Sunday at UConn, 81-77. And Huskies coach Geno Auriemma was hot during the game, got the technical foul for throwing the water bottle on the floor. That was kind of interesting. Hadn't seen that before. And, Coach, he was still hot after the game and had a lot to say, I guess, if you'd like to respond to that.
I would. Here's the thing. We won several national championships playing the exact same way that we're playing today. When you say it's not basketball, when you say your players, has bruises on her body, our entire post players, if we unclothed them, you would see the bruises. But I just don't like the narrative every time that we're successful that we're called something other than players who are locked in, that plays hellified defense, that gives it up for the greater good of the game. They play it the right way, they approach it the right way. Whether they win, whether they lose, we don't denounce anybody's play. We are always uplifting the game of women's basketball. Now, when we were getting our heads beat in by UConn for all those years, I said nothing. And I say nothing before and after the game that we just won is they are the standard. Okay, they're a standard on the court. They're not the standard off the court because you take your hits. You take your hits just like everybody else. We play in the SEC, and that's how we play. And we're not going to change it, and you're not going to write a narrative about how we play so the officials can change how they play in March and in the NCAA tournament. So I hope they rewrite that narrative to say, this is us. This is the number one team in the country for as many weeks as it's been of this season. We play this game the same way, and I just hope people aren't adhering to our style of play. We're going to continue to play it, and whether the officials change how they officiate our game, that's on them. But we got enough fouls to give. Then, if they're going to continue to foul, if they're going to call those fouls, we're going to play the same exact way. I do not want the narrative to be South Carolina plays a physical game. They're tackling people out there. We've been called so many things, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it because I coach some of the best human beings that the game has ever had. And we've been called thugs, we've been called prisoners, we've been called monkeys, and I'm quite frankly sick of it. Sick of it. They do it the right way. Our players pick players up off the floor, where we got sportsmanship. We have it all. We take this very seriously. Being the number one team in the country, being a team that young people look at and want to emulate. And we set the example of how you do it and do it the right way. So I'm not going to stand down when you're going to denounce how we play, because you're denouncing our national championship. You're denouncing the product that we put up on the floor. You're denouncing families. You're denouncing just our achievements. And I'm not going to stand by and allow people just to say that. Because if I don't complain, I say Aaliyah Boston gets double and triple teamed. I don't talk about what happens in the paint. She's well equipped to handle it all, and does it much nicer than I could ever have done it.